We don't promote positive and ownership of your company. I'm making it cool to be smart.
What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy, Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. It's cool to be smart. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Lil Durk being linked to a second murder for hire plot. Let's talk about it, man. So, I've been seeing this one floating around. I definitely had to cover it, man. Just... It's not looking good, even though Durk been charged, but it's one of those situations where we just have to do better. I know that's very cliche, we hear that so much, but we just have to do better. Okay, so unsealed court documents link the Chicago rapper Lil Durk to a second unaliving for hire plot. The unaliving plot is linked to the unaliving of a Stephen Mack, who is a Chicago native, outside of the Youth Peace Center. So Durk getting boys hit allegedly outside of the Youth Peace Center, right? That's where those type of places sound like that's the type of place we don't want this type of stuff happening. We don't want it happening anywhere in the black community, but definitely not at the Youth Peace Center. Okay, that's where I would like for people to be able. That just sounds like some place where people should be able to go and not have to worry about nothing, right? But I digress. So, Mr. Stephen Mack, he was unalive walking out of the Youth Peace Center with a security guard also as well. The security guard was hit too, but he actually ended up surviving. Okay, the feds indicted a Anthony Wilson and a Preston Powell, both from Chicago. They were indicted about a year ago for Stephen Mack's murder, and the FBI had linked Wilson and Powell to Durk using text messages, using confidential informants, using phone data, and social media posts. One of the social media posts reading, "Did Durk give you that money?" Come on, man. Y'all, what is that? I mean, what y'all just doing anything, man? Did Durk give you the money? Y'all, this is the... I'm gonna touch on Durk in a little bit, but this is just like, I don't think you guys are understanding the severity and the extent that the FBI will go to link cases, right? To find evidence, and just being that brazen and that bold and putting that out there like that was just a recipe for disaster for Durk, right? Feds believe that this was retaliation for Durk's brother being unalived. D-Thing. Durk hasn't been charged, right? So this is just the unsealed document saying that they linking him to it, but they don't have enough concrete evidence to charge him in that, right? Durk's lawyer, Drew Finland, good lawyer. He the one that got YFN Lucci off. He done got a lawyer. I think it was Big Meech's lawyer at one time. When he was first fighting his Fed case, Drew Finland's a really good lawyer. 50 Cent then recommended him, so he has good representation to get him, to at least try to get him off, right? Because you're innocent until proven guilty. But like I said, it's a lot of stuff that when you look at it now, if Durk was doing these things, man, it's no way that you can get away with that much killing, right? Y'all heard Big Meech said, right? He never put the violence in with the hustling, right? Because he said the bodies bring the feds, right? You just hustling, it's all wrong. But if you're in the streets and you just hustling, you know what I mean? That you'll go a lot longer. When you start stacking the bodies on top of it, it's a wrap. They gonna come for you, right? Because the violence gonna bring the feds, right? Because they want to keep the violence down. So Durk and them, it wasn't even about getting money. You already rich, you already successful, you already a multi-platinum artist, you already got multiple businesses. I remember Durk being one of the first rappers I was impressed with because he had a real estate investment company and he had a trucking company. I remember he was saying that, and he was saying like, if rap shut down tomorrow, what y'all rappers gonna do? Y'all gonna go broke. And he set up multiple streams of income from himself, and I thought he was intelligent because of that. Right, so I'm thinking, okay, Durk got some sense. Durk got business sense. Durk know how to move. So he know how to move in regards to finances, but it just seemed like he wasn't as street smart as he led on with people to be. Right? You just hiring anybody's. You know what I'm saying? Guys off the street. Go do this drill. You leaving too much evidence. You shouldn't even be talking to nobody. You shouldn't. It shouldn't even be out there like that in the streets like that. That Durk paying money to get guys hit. You know what I'm saying? It should. If you gonna move like that, you feel what I'm saying? That is not something that should be out there like that amongst just everybody, right? Like when the mob did it, they had hitmen. There were known hitmen. Same in Detroit. You know, you go to Detroit, there are known hitmen in these areas that these guys would call, right? They wouldn't put it out in the street. They put it out with the guys that they knew who was on that type of time and who was doing stuff smooth and doing it the right way, where you couldn't link it and you couldn't get caught and all of that stuff. And I'm not okaying none of this stuff. All of it is self-destructive. All of it is degenerative behavior. All of it is negative. All of it is toxic. All of it is demonic. But if you are going to move that way, at least move smart. You feel what I'm saying? It's cool to be smart. It's cool to be smart. It's cool to be smart. Y'all heard Dame? I put that Dame Dash clip in the beginning. It's cool to be smart, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, move intelligently. If he would have been moving intelligently, and this is all alleged because we don't know if Durk did any of this stuff or not. But what I am saying is, based on the evidence that they keep trying to stack on him, they already got him indicted, right? Because they saying that they got surefire evidence for the Lil Pab situation, right? So it's a lot on Durk plate right now. This case, nothing like that Young Thug case that was a state RICO. It was fumbled. They did not handle that right. The feds typically, y'all know, they can 97-98% conviction rate. So the feds not finna play about this type of stuff. Luckily for Durk, he has not been charged with this, but if they are leaking it, that they have the evidence on it, or they at least trying to tie it to, you know, they're gonna do their best to try to have enough evidence to indict him. You know, so we gonna see what happens, man. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you know, Durk figure it out, man, and he able to put it together, and you know, Drew Finland able to get him off. But let this be a lesson, man. Let this be a lesson. And I see what's going on, you know, but let this be a lesson, man. The streets, the drilling, the killing, the hustling, the thugging, the all the, you know what I'm saying? Like, that part of hip hop is gonna fit. The more that social media is prevalent, the more technology is just prevalent, right? Like, it's gonna be harder and harder to get away with stuff. When the guys went to go, the O Block 5, bro, they had them on camera from the time they hit Duck to the time they got back to their apartment. Same with the guys with Durk, right? Durk had was trying to take out Quando Rondo and got a little Pav hit. Bro, they had them boys on camera all the way back, linking them to go sit down at a restaurant. I mean, they had them. There was no way to get away with something like that, bro. Technology is too prevalent now, right? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. It's the guy who's being there. Big favor, big abundance. It's cool to be smart. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. It's the guy who's being there. Big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.